I'm tagging this onto the beginning of the video because I forgot to mention it. We are rapidly approaching episode number 850, and if we want a PvP episode, I'm going to be asking you to do something in the next video. Hopefully I remember that. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. If we're going to do that, well, you're going to have to help me a little bit. So that's going to be in the next video. On with this video. Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, it's Wednesday, midweek, hump day, and we do have some new things to talk about, so let's start with that. We have a new quest monster. This is Fraser. Alright, from now on I'm going to refer to him as Fraser. He kind of looks like Fraser. So, Fraser is a water support creature with some stuff. What stuff? Instead of reading this, why don't we look at the stats? As I mentioned, Fraser is water. His life is pretty good. Power, not so great, but that's not really what he does. Speed's very good, and that could be very important depending on how you use him, right? If you look at the trait, you're going to see the most significant thing that he has first, which is area dodge. He gets that at rank 0, so that's pretty good. Now at rank 1, he gets a status cast for area stamina regeneration. That's the first I've seen of that. At least I don't know of anybody else who does that. But considering he's support, that's a very good thing. And if he gets to rank 3, it says freeze immunity. Now I'm not sure if that's just for him or for his team, kind of like the way War Masters do that kind of thing. See, if it's just for him, it doesn't make a lot of sense because he does dodge area. It would mean that somebody specifically went after him with a freeze attack, and I don't see that happening. You'd usually go after denial or a damage dealer. You wouldn't really do that for support. So I'm going to assume maybe that it's a group thing and he does it for his entire team. That's just me though. Now looking at tier 1, you don't see anything really spectacular. I will bring Splash out there for a moment because he's got the low special damage to all enemies and stamina leak. Well, you're not going to keep that because he's going to get a better version of that. So yeah, we're just going to skip the rest of tier 1 and go right to 2 and 3. Now this guy does have some good skills. It just kind of, you got to pick what you want, right? So we're just going to go over some of these skills, which are pretty good, frankly. All right, tier 2, Ice Drill. Deals heavy water damage to one enemy, applies freeze twice, and then he puts drown on them. So going after an individual like him who is, dodging, well, maybe somebody tries to use this on him, and that's the immunity. But again, would he use this on his counterpart, or would he want to do this to the denial or the damage dealer, I don't know. Could be. Maybe it's a terrifying support person, right? The next one, of course, is a heal, 50% heal with stamina regeneration. That's kind of good if you want to throw that in. Then we have Stamina Drill. Deals moderate water damage to one enemy, removes 100% of stamina. So that's very good. You can just shut somebody down, assuming, of course, they don't have a relic that's going to help them with that, right? All right, moving on to tier 3. I'm going to go down the middle first. Deals moderate water damage to all enemies. This is Frost Drip, by the way. 50% chance of applying freeze, but it does give drown and the stamina leak. So this is the better version of the one I said was in the first tier. Now taking the freeze out for a moment, it does damage, it gives a torture effect of drown, and it gives a stamina leak. So that's pretty good. Pretty good for him. The 50% freeze, well, he's not denial, so you can, they're not going to give him a May freeze along with that, right? But then again, if somebody in your team put guard down on them, then it is going to be a May freeze. So throwing that in, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Now, the other two, you may have to pick which one of these you want, and it really depends on things. All right, let's look at the first one. Frozen Body. Removes all negative status effects from allies. Applies immunity to control. Right, so this is useful because he dodges area attacks. So if the denial on the other side does something nefarious, stunning, freezing, possession, any kind of thing, and he goes next, well, he can just take that off and then make them immune from further control. Of course, you then have this one at the bottom here, Frozen Heart. Removes all negative status effects from allies, applies torture immunity, and gives life regeneration. That one might end up being more useful in that same scenario I just gave you a moment ago, where they've got control on him. Well, the first part's going to take the control off. Now, if they're getting past the denial, it's more likely they're going to get torture effects, so making them immune to torture effects might end up being more useful, and certainly life regeneration, because they've probably been hit already. If they had stuff put on them, it was probably with physical damage, so that could end up being more useful. I don't know if you can take both of them, because there are other things here you may want. So it really depends on what you want to do with him. And of course, you look at his ultimate, basically takes all stamina away from them and gives your guys full stamina. Not something, I guess you could use that in the first round. But these days, we don't get ultimates very often. So yeah, I guess it depends on what the other side's going to do, right? So that's Fraser. Now, how do you get Fraser? Well, I'm glad you asked. There's a quest for this, and this looks very familiar, doesn't it? Because this is going to end with a survival dungeon. So you got Varuna, you got Griffin, hopefully, and then of course we have Jokers over here. You can substitute Violet for Varuna and Galante Jr. for Griffin. Now, if you just try this combination, you're going to get a scroll. I'm sure you recognize it, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. But of course, what you're trying to do is to get one of these individuals, Ursus, Zimyaya, or Frosilka, right? You're trying to get one of them. If you get one of them, you're going to get 15 cells for this guy, and you're going to get a key for the survival dungeon. I believe it opens on Saturday. Right, Saturday the 22nd. So that's what you're trying to do at the moment. You're trying to get one of these so that you can get the extra cells and then go to the survival dungeon. Now, the survival dungeons are only going to get you 50 cells. And if you did just one breeding, unique breeding, by the way, you can't get 2 Ursuses and get 30 cells. You'd have to get different ones. But if you get them, you'll have 65. At that point, you're going to have to wheel and deal with your team and see if you can get more. It's the part of this I don't like. It's the fact that you have to do a breeding, and then you have to clear out the survival dungeon, and then you don't even get the monster. Never really liked that at all. No, I didn't. He's okay, but is he worth this abuse? And are you really going to use him? That's what I'm saying. Are you going to use him? If you come up in a war, and one of the slots is water, are you going to use him? If you have a situation where you're making your own PvP team, right? Are you going to use him? Just saying, it's a lot of work, and then, wheeling and dealing for somebody is he really good? Kind of, I suppose. But, we're getting so inundated with powerful creatures these days, is they just kind of all meld together. It's kind of like that. Anyway, of course, I mentioned the scroll, as you can see, and you know what the scroll is for? It's for quest days! Yes, we have quest days, which means we have a quest dungeon, and you need those scrolls to advance in the quest dungeon, of course. Part of this is also the fact that when you complete the node, there'll be a wheel, and you can get 5 cells of quest creatures. So there's a lot going on. There's also the store, where you can buy 25 at a shot. Mind you, they're kind of expensive. But it's actually kind of funny that they have Mephisto up there, considering how many cells of him are floating around these days, right? After last Friday. And if that wasn't enough in terms of seeing cells, we also have cells in Monsterwood, and some rather exceptional ones. But you know what? I haven't had a chance to actually get any because I've been locked out all day. So I'm hoping after I make this video, I'll actually be able to start watching videos to get some of them. I don't have 3 of these individuals, but I do have one, the one on the lower left, actually, and I wouldn't mind getting extra cells for her. Speaking of very good support, by the way. Yeah, right there. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. I had a combination. It didn't work out, so I'm going to do boom. And you can see I just got a scroll. Now let me just try again here. And it's it's an epic. Probably going to see a lot of those. And you might see there's a little hopper there, by the way. And that little hopper is, he's got 3 open rune slots there. I may record that tonight and put it up tomorrow if anyone's interested in it. The last two actually did pretty good, so I'm not overly unhappy about that. Maybe you just have to use like really powerful creatures. I don't know. We'll see. I will put him up tomorrow, and we'll see what happens with the future of feeding videos, right? Maybe I just have to use really exceptional ones. Speaking of which, I am cooking a certain plant, so he's going to probably be taking that spot in the hatchery there tomorrow. And you know, I kind of made a mess up. I messed this up. Check this out. Check this out. I got the Mephisto cells, right? And what I did was, I had this guy here. He was a better version. He had 2 open ruin slots. So I kind of ranked him up. And I did this before hatching the last egg. Guess what? Yeah. If I max that other guy out and split him up, do I get all my cells back? Because at the moment, he's 60 and it's offering me 140. If I take him all the way up to 105, is it going to give me the 220, I guess? I don't know, and I don't want to rank him up because the one that I'm going to be testing with, I don't want to have over 60, you know, so that kind of thing. Oh, and by the way, I did mention somebody. I kind of fed her kind of off video, and yeah, support. Really good support. Team evasion, and then this one over here, which does that, but then you got total damage reduction, and then you got remove positive status effects from an individual and then a group. So yeah, really, really, really good, especially if you rank her up, because then you get anticipation. And anticipation and being able to put evade on your team sounds like a really good idea. So yeah, very, very good stuff there. And we do have a couple of things here. You might notice the iMigbo challenge. I'm not going to mention that. That's kind of going away. They did one of those one-day things. I mean, if you didn't have iMigbo and you could do it, he's definitely worth it. He really is. He's very good. Mine's 110, so definitely worth it. But then we have the Darkness Within Maze. Because I haven't done a video since Saturday, I didn't get a chance to remind you guys, except of course in my community section of my YouTube page, that the 30% was today. I didn't get very far though. Where is it here? Corrupticus. So I got, basically I think I have like 2 or 3 cells at the moment. I mean, I could move him up again and I'll get that. I'll try to get whatever I can at this point. But I mean, you know, I already have him and he's Forsaken. So to give you an idea, you know, when I did Centurion, I ended up getting 56 cells for him. And then they had the path that opened up. So I have 111 now. So I'm 9 short, and it might as well be back to the 56 because there's nothing I can do about it because he's Forsaken. So it's a little hard to get enthusiastic about, you know, grinding to go through cells and such like that. I'm more interested in the ruin that was there and possibly any gems I could get. It's just the way things are, right? And I think that that's about everything that we have here. Now, that maze is going to be going away Thursday morning? No, Friday morning. We're getting another maze after that. What was his name again? Laser Beam? Was that from the people who named Krabby Droid? I mean, could you have just called him Lazar? I mean, that would have been cool. Does it have to be Laser Beam? Just call him Lazar. Really? I mean, just like Krabby. Krabby would have been better than Krabby Droid, you know? Just kind of silly. But anyway, that is going to begin. And of course, then the survival dungeon is going to be on Saturday. Probably next video will be Saturday. That way we'll cover everything when it comes out. Anyway, we do have war today. It's actually in the later stages, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually have any good matches. You know, one thing I want to mention is that we've been kind of having like a very weird turn here in terms of wars. Let me just show you something. Okay, I just want to show you our log here, and you might notice that this is a little on the strange side. Now understand, I'm not doing this to embarrass any teams. I think this is a situation where we have some seriously inactive teams. The most extreme example being the team that we just fought. You'll notice the 0. Now, there were some attacks. It was actually 9 attacks. But I mean, this is looking kind of serious here. Now, we had one good match here, and we only lost by 1 point. So, you know, good to them. Well done. But I mean, something is going on here. Is anyone else seeing something like this happening? Because I'm beginning to wonder if there's an activity issue, and maybe, just maybe, what happened on Friday was for a reason that we're not aware of. Of course, I'm the suspicious type. Okay, so let's go in here. I did see that we were winning earlier. I don't know if we're still winning. It wasn't a blowout or anything. Well, maybe it actually is a blowout now. Okay, well, if that one still has 15, there's probably a really good reason for it. Actually, I'm looking right at the reason for it. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we have 2 dodge areas, and then we have a frog in the middle, so probably not what I want to do. And kind of say, yeah, no, pure seed. No, really fast pure seed is a really bad idea. What do we have over here? Well, I know who my first team loaded in is, and I don't think, wow, okay. So it's either like feast or famine here. You know, you can tell the teams that were a little bit of an issue. You know what the problem is? There's a whole bunch of frogs going on here. Unfortunately, the combination, and I did check it, does not lend towards an anticipation individual. Of course, once I feed the guy who's currently in there, then I will be able to do that. So playing with that, I don't want to... yeah, I can see why nobody want to do that one. I just want to... Well, the first team I have in there is not as strong as the second team. So let me just see if I can find... Wow, is there anything here? You know what? Let's just... Okay, that one's... that's an 82... All right, well, it's got 12 left, so obviously someone was afraid of it. So why don't we just do this one? All right, so this is what I got going. Obviously, he's not going to be Megataunt out of the gate. So let's see what we got. This is not my best team, by the way, because I can have a Megataunt tank. Can we get some stuns, please? That'd be really nice. Okay, that worked out. Okay, who do I really want dead? That's... Oh, wow, you're like... Okay, I can't waste it on you. Oh, that's right, single target attacks. Yeah, that's right. All right, well, I gotta cut you down then. Don't have enough choice in the matter. Because I was aiming for the dude in the front. Even though he's only 82, he's still got the skills, right? Okay, I have got to get rid of you. Good, 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 good. All right, and some of this. A little bit of this. And a whole lot of this. Okay, it had a 12 on it. All right, now let's go up for the last one and try to find something. Because I am going to have a Megataunt tank for this. And that's going to be Geb, I believe, right? Of course, I don't want to pick something that's going to be like, boom, you're dead. I want a good fight. I mean, it's got 12, right? All right, so let's see. What do we have here? Now, up the middle is where my only opportunity for this is. See, this is a situation where I'd like to have the flower in it because there's a lot of extra turners around. So he would be very useful here. I'm surprised that there weren't any on this side, you know, because this would be the perfect opportunity, especially with the number of Wormlads as well, right? Speaking of which, I believe we're going with him. And let's see, over here, I think I went with the Leprechaun the first time, because why wouldn't I want to go with the Leprechaun? Do I want to do this with no denial? What do we have? I think death will help, will take care of it for us, right? All right, let's go. All right, you're going first. Okay. That's fine. I'm not going to have him attacking. Okay, that's not good. He's still got some stamina. Uh-oh. Well, that worked out pretty nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gave him that really, really, really nice relic, didn't I? Yeah, I might have to end up giving that to Mephisto, though. All right, let's see. You know, I don't like your face. No, I don't like you. That is such a great attack. I mean, that just kills a Megaton tank dead, right? It takes off positive status effects, it disables the trait, and then it stuns. So that is just awesome. Let's see. Bleed and poison for everybody? Okay, the frog didn't want any poison. Okay, I'm gonna need you to... That's remove positive. All right. If I double his health, it's not going to do the job that I want. All right, so I'm going to have him do the damage mirror. And he refills. Yeah, you're killing yourself, frog. Die, frog. All right. Unfortunately... Okay, and let's charge him up too. Yeah, he's dying fast, unfortunately. Let's see. Well, why don't we just take all that stuff off of you? Oh, it's right. He was... All right, you know what? You guys could use some curse. Oh, you just blocked that, didn't you? Oh, was he like in... Maybe you couldn't see or something like that. He's dying quick. Fun dungeons. Okay. And he's dead. Now I'm in deep trouble. All right. Good question. That'll kill them. Who's going next? I really need him dead. He's dead. Good. One target. Okay, we have to do this quickly then. A night of fun. What? What was the problem there? Okay, just have some guard down and... Wait a minute, what is okay, oh, they have like, do they still have it? Okay, did they have total damage reduction or something? Okay, I'm gonna lose this one because they're gonna die. Oh, he didn't get the curse. He's dead now. Alright. Stop that. You need to have some fun. Let's get rid of those positive status effects. What? Wait a minute. How did that... Oh, it was a group attack. What am I thinking? Oh, that's the reason. Oh, that means I only have one attack to use on him. Oh, that kind of sucks. Yeah, this is going to be a long fight with the two of them trying to use group attacks, isn't it? Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. It's a group attack. I can't use it. It would be perfect right now, but I have to just keep hitting him with this. Okay, there's nothing I can do. I can look at the pretty pictures, though, right? All right, and then this one. I'm winning. Because he keeps trying to use group attacks on me. Nope. This is the reason you have to have a single target attack. Okay, that's okay, I might as well charge there anyway. Yeah, it sucks to be you, guy. Really, it does. Oh, no. No. Oh, I'm gonna have to charge. That's annoying. Okay, will you stop that? Unfortunately, yeah, that's a problem. He's just gonna keep healing up that way, isn't he? That's annoying. I can only attack him once every other round. You know, I'm probably have to exit from this fight, because otherwise it's just gonna go on forever. Because I can't just do this forever. Oh, come on. I mean, if I'm not going to see any kind of an improvement here. I mean, he can't hit me, but I can't kill him because he keeps... Alright, I have to exit from the fight. It sucks, but I got nothing else that I can do. Because it's just going to go on forever. And, of course, I'm doing a video. Alright, that's a shame. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well. It was an interesting fight, though. Alright, so let's do some PvP. Because I do have some teams, and we're going to do PvP. Alright. I am going to drop a little reminder because unfortunately I think it's necessary. We do have new people popping in every once in a while. When you're suggesting teams, if there's one thing I don't want to see, it's and pick one monster, you know? I don't like that. If you know, like, it's your teams. If I'm picking a monster, it's not your team anymore. Now, if you do something like this monster, and this, or this, or like a Mega Taunt monster, just in case, you know, if you pick Dun-Ra and Dun-Ra is already picked or something like that, you just want to put a Mega Taunt monster in there. That's fine. But none of those, and you pick one. I ignore those, just so we're all clear. All right, so let's begin. Maybe we can find somebody who can actually beat that middle encounter there. All right, so our first team today was suggested by Group Events and More. And Group Events and More was very brave and wants to face death. So let's start with over here. Actually, given the trophy count, we might get lucky here. Because we're starting with... where is it? She's down here somewhere. There she is. We have Alexa. All right, next we have... over in water... Finn. I know what you're saying. What's the problem? I don't see any problem. Yeah, just watch. All right, so then we're going over to light. And this is going to be... Minerva. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's possible. I mean, we have... You know, it depends on the, you know, obviously Finn is immune to control, so that's good. We're not doing any of these, though. That's just, yeah, we're not doing any of those. All right, so what do we got here? Up the middle? I mean, we could do that, I suppose. I mean, I guess it would be kind of even to a degree. All right, why don't we do up the middle? See how that works out. Yep, come beat up my uncommons. All right, so let's go. Oh, wow, you're going first. That says something about the state of speed around here. All right, now remind me, what do you do? Nanovirus. Don't you... Weak to metal. That's what I wanted. All right. Okay, we don't have any artifacts. But you do have that. All right, so why don't we add a little bit of death here with some bleeding. Okay, leave Lum alone. You have this group in front of you and you attack Lum. Well, to be fair, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Heals 1, negative status effect. Yeah, maybe healing herself. That's about it, right? I mean, a 50% chance of stunning? Maybe. Applies special weakness and stamina leak. Removes positive. Ooh, that's actually good. Because it takes all that stuff they had off. And I do believe you guys are dead now. Yeah, you are. Okay, so that actually worked out. I think the trophy count really helped there, though. That's just me. Alright, so just remember, when you're talking about Lum, you're talking about my Lum, not yours. Mine has one open ruin slot, and I said that I'm just going to put speed in there, because I see her as support. In that case, she was actually very good support. Alright, so let's continue. Our second team today was suggested by Family Vlogs 457. And Family Vlogs wanted to see this team. Hopefully we can find some kind of a challenge for this one, because this one might be a little bit hard for the teams that we're seeing, right? Alright, we're starting off with Zap, and then we're going to be going down... for a lovely young lady who is just so wonderful and charming. Please don't eat me. Biddy. And then we're going metal. And what kind of metal are we going? We're going heavy metal. All right, so they got some strength here. So let's see what we're doing. We are doing denial is possession, so we got to keep that in mind. Up the middle would be no problem at all, so we're not doing that. I need an actual functioning team. You know, Big Al is fine. It's just that the other two guys, I mean, Frasier is great if he's got somebody to buff. The warrior doesn't qualify for that. Besides, never count on the AI to do what you want it to do. Okay, I'm guessing that somebody spent a lot of gems in Friday's little event, since I see a 130 Lucifer, the Hope Freezer there. Yeah, I think those gems could have gone somewhere better. But, you know, hey, you're all set up for the next Nemesis event, right? I mean, we could do this one over here. This would be a good fight. All right, why don't we do this one and see how that works out. Of course, we're not going to be possessing the worm lad. We do know that right off the bat because he's going to dodge it because he dodges group attacks. Oh, you're going first. That's terrible. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Oh, actually, no, that is just terrible. He activated our cooldowns. We're dead. Except you can actually do some stuff. Yeah, if I'm going to pick somebody to kill, it's going to be you. Oh, you just dodged that, don't you? I figured you might get hit by the first one. You're the one that I want dead. Boom! Okay, what else do we got here? Yeah, I'm not too scared about you, of you, Goldfield, in the front. Alright, oh, it's just gonna miss in terms of killing him, you know? But I don't have anything else I can use because cooldown activation. 0 cooldowns are nice. Oh, will you stop that? Okay, yeah, ouch, that's kind of ugly. Poor Biddy, nothing she can do. Alright, electromagnetic, please do some electromagnetic assault. Oh, you have no stamina left now. Okay, I guess you just had enough for one attack. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, now you can do something. So I'm thinking a little bit of this. Or maybe this one. Yeah, that's a better idea. Okay, it's not like we're facing a titanic threat at the moment. Could you please charge? Okay, you hit yourself. You're just going to keep doing that, aren't you? All right, well, you know what? Shoot a heal our way, okay? Okay, unfortunately, he's got some issues. I really need his in Darkest Hour. Oh, that was very nice of you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. By the way, bump on the head. Biddy gets the last laugh. Okay, and apparently I advanced the Legend Pass. And a spin. How are you doing? Having a good week? Okay, thank you very much, sir. It was very kind of you. Alright, so let's go with our next team. Our third team today was suggested by Sonic King. And Sonic King gave me 3 teams with themes. I chose the final one. So this is going to be right there. We're starting with Spyro. And then we're going down a bit. We're stepping down the dragon stage here a little bit. Did I go too far? I don't think so. Oh, there he is. Wormy. And then actually the last individual was right next to him. We just passed him on the way down. And this is going to be Ghidorah. Alright, so we got dragons. That's the theme, by the way. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Pure Seed and Mephisto. No. Wormy is going to be doing possession. Zyla, absolutely no. A 115 Sunblast. Nope. Moving on. Yike up the middle. We might do the one on the right. Yeah, the Isofix is immune to possession. So yeah, and a 115 Prince Charmless. I don't think so. Let's do this team over here. Watch out for the Scorpion though. His name is Lex. All right. They're hard to kill though. Although I don't know why there's damage on Demise. I could understand the health. Maybe you want her to stay alive or something like that. I just don't know why you put damage on her. She's nowhere near to being a damage dealer. Okay. The Scorpion cannot be possessed. Hopefully the other two can take care of that for me. Oh, you don't do that. Don't do that. Let me think about this. Should I just go right for the curse? Yeah, I'm a little concerned with him in the front. So what I'm going to do is that really wonderful skill. All right, now you're going to get Confluent Power. Oh, lots and lots of death. All right. Ouch. All of that strength and you missed him. Really? Okay, so let's see. Oh, multi-effect eggs. Add some burning. All right, and I do believe you guys are going to die because I'm about to give you curse on top of every problems you got. And she's barely alive, so let's get a triple chomp in there. There we go. The dragons won. Okie dokie. And a spin. Gems would be good, but anything you want to give me is fine. Oh, okay, that's good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, apparently some individuals have been stranded and are alone, seeking a home. I wish them luck. All right, and our final team today was suggested by Harith Mescara. And Harith wanted to see somebody who is she actually leveled yet? I don't remember. Oh, let me switch over to here, because I know I started working on her. I guess it's not done yet? No, you know what it is? I believe I'm ranking her up now. No, you know what it is? I wanted to do the other ones first. I did get the extra cells for her, and I can rank her up as soon as I can. It's just, let's face it, Nitro Blaster and Mephisto actually go first. All right, and then we have, over in Earth, we have Geb. Finally, his movie has yet to come up, but he's all ready for it, and we have Shrek. All right, I guess that Shrek's going to be going first. Yeah, let me see. I think I'm going to hit the refresh. All right, what do we got here? We could do what's on the right. I mean, we do have a Megaton tank who can refill himself every once in a while, right? So, I mean, it depends, though. What are we going to do? I mean, that seems like an interesting fight over there. It seems kind of even. We have a Megaton tank, and although, are we going to be able to do enough damage? Well, let's find out. That's a lot of speed you have. Actually, it's a lot of speed. I'm concerned now. I was concerned because he could have taken off his Megataunt, but he didn't. So, all right. So let's get with the fun here. And a lot of fun it'll be. Oh, you just took all of that off, didn't you? All right. All right. Now, unfortunately, I think that I'm about to lose Geb. That's one. There's the second one. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Ah, leave Dorothy alone. He's just going to kill all of them, isn't he? Yeah, don't mess with a 120 Prince Charmless. That was just stupid on my side. Especially considering he is actually... Yeah, these guys are really fast too, so that was a big problem. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I mean, he's configured good too, with the staminas and the strength, so that was a stupid idea on my part. He's got no stamina. I was thinking I could bring somebody back from the dead, but unfortunately, I think he's about to join them. And done. Alright, sorry about that, but I chose poorly in terms of opponents. Like I said, that should have been the killer right there if I see a 120 Prince Charmless. Oh well, I didn't know they had those kinds of runes. Alright, and we're done. Okay, so the maze is going to be coming to an end, and we do have this event now. That reminds me, I did want, let me just actually just show it very quickly. I kind of wanted to do it. Let's go in here. And there it is. There's the dungeon right there. And I have one scroll that I just got. Okay, we'll tell you what. Why don't we just do one fight here? That way we can see the whole thing. And no. Absolutely no. Let's see. Do I have anybody better I can put in? Yeah. Let me see. Over here. Ooh, that's gonna be really ugly in the future. All right, why don't we just go with the leprechaun because leprechauns are dangerous. All right, let's go. And it's pretty much over at this point. But hey, maybe a night of fun will make them feel better, right? And if not, how about some curse? Just sit there and die. I'd let them just die, but yeah, no, I'm just gonna kill them. And I do mean kill them. Not for nothing, but that's an evil-looking crew right there. And you know what? The one thing I think is the booby prize here is rolling the scroll. And the last time they did this, I got the scroll 3 times and I was like cursing because, you don't get anything good from that. You just have to do another fight before you get cells, which is really kind of annoying. So I'm hoping for some good cells here. Clippium. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Mephisto ones, I mean, I'm kind of useful, I suppose. But I mean, I'm going to use fire cells anyway. I'd rather get cells that are going to get me somebody. You know what I mean? And that is it. All right, so the way you do it, of course, is you do the breeding. If you fail at the breeding, you still get a scroll. So I waited until I restarted my temple. So my temple just got restarted. So I also had to wait until my hatchery was looking better, right? It didn't have Mephistos and Nitro Blasters in it. But it does have a fellow that I'm going to be doing tonight. And like I said, you'll probably see a feeding video on him tomorrow. And we'll see how that one goes. If it goes good, maybe we'll do more in the future. Maybe I'll just do it with significant individuals. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See you.